Speaker is Toastmaster Karim Meghani, a journey of great learning and great satisfaction. Toastmaster Karim Meghani.
Okay. Once upon a time, I was thinking that I want to become a motivational speaker. This was long time ago when I was in my college and I was thinking about a journey to be a motivational speaker. And why? Let me give you some reasons about it. At that time, social media was young. Facebook and this all mediums were coming, YouTube was coming. And at the same time, there were a lot of motivational speakers were coming also. A lot of people were making their videos, and that made me really inspired to become a motivational speaker. I was a community speaker already at that time, but I never thought that after so long, I will join Toastmasters, and probably I consider myself as a motivational speaker. Dear Toastmasters and guests, today I will be reflecting of one of my path and one of the journey, which started exactly 5 months ago, 10th May 2021. But before that, I want to just to give a background that first I started my Toastmaster journey in October 2020 in the pandemic to find something new for learning at the pandemic time. And when I started Toastmaster, I had no clue what it is. It was one of the Toastmaster from this club, my dear friend. He contacted me, join this club. Karim, you will see a different version of yourself. I said, Latif, what I will do, man? I don't have time, and this is, online, and how it will work. Just join. You will see the difference. And I selected a pathway, visionary communication, because he told me to do. And that was a wonderful path also. When I completed the first pathway, I remember when I delivered my reflection on that path, I was really on high. I was really feeling so glad, so happy to complete my first pathway in 5 months. And I seen a difference. My inner self was saying to me, Karim, you are telling so many stories. I think your long awaited goal to become a motivational speaker, I think this is the first step. The whole universe is trying to make something work for you. So when I was selecting my second pathway, I thought to look at very carefully what kind of pathway I should choose. And I choose motivational strategies. Because again, now my goal is again reactivated. And today I will talk to you about this journey, little bit of anecdote of my projects to you. What kind of project I achieved in last 5 months? Let me remind you all, because I know you remembered my speeches. First speech, icebreaker. Now I am one pathway done, the next pathway started. I know now how to do public speaking in the Toastmaster clubs. My first speech was a funny one. I selected 19 inches to 73 inches. And I remember there was a lot of laugh in the whole club. Basically, I thought to select 2 kgs to 120 kgs. That was my icebreaker. And you know why I selected it? Because that's a journey. My weight, my height is nothing to do, but it shows that how a person grows. And then the motivational strategies pathway started. I did the second project, another anecdote about evaluation, and I delivered a speech and I worked on it. But then, you know, and going to the next speeches on level by level, I selected very carefully my projects this time. I selected topics. I selected social innovation. This was one of the topics because I start developing interest in this subject. I want to inspire, I want to motivate others to talk about social innovation, how people can do social innovation. And that whole story, I don't know how many people I was able to inspire, but my message gone through. I was really feeling so relaxed about it. And then I moved to another pathway. Level 3 came. And level 3, there is a special anecdote. Because that speech was really connecting with me directly. And when I delivered that speech, I clearly remember DTM Tala said, "You sound different today. The way you connected today, this looked like a speech contest speech. You know, you are doing some contest speech thing today." But tell you honestly, the whole level 3, the first project, I didn't prepare, I just stopped because it was coming directly from my heart. And you know what was the subject? It was emotional intelligence. I developed interest in this particular subject on that day. It was very personal to me. My son was traveling to Mombasa. I was at the airport and I talked about how I didn't cry in front of my family. And trust me, and I want to thank Toastmaster that I was able to share that story with you guys. Because this platform, when I talked about my emotion, I got courage to live with that particular story. And tell you honestly, TM Imran also told me, TM Tala also told me, I started working on that speech, and probably in the next speech contest, if I got the opportunity, I will deliver it again. This is the power of Toastmasters. You know how personal it becomes, how much it gives to you, how much it connects to you. Let's move to the next levels. Another great achievement, I picked an elective to do an interview. That was phenomenal experience. Ladies and gentlemen, I picked an interviewer, or probably TM Imran picked it. We asked DTM Samir to do my interview. I'll tell you honestly, when I was doing that online interview, it revised my whole professional career. I thought about myself that, you know, what are the improvements I want to do in my life? That was the phenomenal energy of that interview. And I want to thank DTM Samir on a wonderful feedback that day. Let's move on. Another achievement, delivered a 20-minute online presentation on 7 habits, which I completed only 4 habits in 20 minutes. That was the brilliant thing about that presentation. Love the book, love the content, but don't know how to manage the time. And that was one of the key learning on that day. Let's move on. Another project. And the another project, which was a big thing about a panel discussion. I thought I did a brilliant job. I bring three different people from different areas, and I did a wonderful panel discussion. And what happened in the end, I got the feedback that I was holding a 2 rupees pen. Today I changed my pen. And that's the learning on that day. With all due respect to all the evaluators, this is learning for us. We learn in each and every project, we learn something. Let's move to one more project. And I did one project on meditation and connecting with the world, mindfulness. And that presentation really changed me also. You know why? Because after that, I start looking, hearing the world, the nature. And that really changed me. And in fact, I put the presentation on my LinkedIn account and I told the world, if you guys want me to deliver a session on this subject, please contact me. Ladies and gentlemen, the whole journey of this motivational strategies of 5 months, it was a great learning experience. It was a great journey. So much satisfied I was today when I was looking at all my projects. And that's why I selected the subject, selected the title of this speech is the great learning and great satisfaction. Dear Toastmasters, move on your path. Develop a link between this path with your life. I'm telling you from my story, you will be a different person. Your journey will be different, but it will be better. Over to you, Toastmaster today.